Alright, looks like we are doing good. Alright. Alright, okay, what the hell is this real quick? Ah, humanity. Anyway, ignore my 9th Dawn 3. Actually, don't ignore it, because it's a really good game. 9th Dawn 3, my beloved. Everybody should go play it right now. I mean, it's not for everyone. But if you're here, you probably like Genshin. So I think you'd like 9th Dawn 3. It's it has almost nothing to do with Genshin. I just think like you'll understand if you play it. High recommendation. Anyway. Thank goodness, Nico. Yo, this cat has been insatiable lately. I have never had her this crazed before. Alright. I'm gonna be so for real. Not entirely sure where actually to go for here. Because I've got a lot of quests. Like, I haven't even done Fiorina's story quest, dog. I got so much shit to do. I got burnt out after Fontaine ended. A while after Fontaine ended. I think I just started playing other shit and gradually drifted out rather than Burnout. But I was just so uninterested when that one came out. Like, as you can tell, it's a little obvious that I didn't care for Natlan that much. As opposed to Sumeru and Fontaine. Like, I don't even have this thing unlocked. I barely explored this. I don't even know what the hell's going on here. I've just been, working on perfecting my little team here. Oh my goodness, Nico! What the hell? Come here. Where are you going? Okay. Shit. There's just... I don't know where to start, y'all. I could do some story quests. Fuck it. I'll just start from the top. Alright, give me a second. I gotta let the cat out. Go. I love you. Yeah. Okie dokie. Ah, shit. Sorry, hold on. Okay. And then... Alright. Turn that back off. Alright. We should be good to go now. Do I have the game's audio down? I do, oh my god. I was gonna say, it felt a little quiet. That's much better.
If I remember correctly, this is where he's staying.
Who is it?
It's me. Is the script ready?
You came all the way
Turn
here
on
for
auto
that?
for the voice and stuff.
Alright, forget that for now. Just come on out. We've got some great news.
Nice try. Look, just give me some time, okay? I'm just wrapping up this last part of the script. I'll be out once I'm done.
Okay then. Looking forward to your masterpiece.
So, as expected, he's missed the deadline.
The ending is one of the most important parts of the show. Even once he's done, it isn't final until we've all had the chance to read through and make sure we agree on it.
It's gonna be shit, isn't it?
Someone told me they'd just seen you in Poisson. I assumed it was a case of mistaken identity, but sure enough, here you are. And Farina, too. I was wondering if we might run into her. So, you're here for Paolo? Looks like he could be a while, so feel free to take a stroll around town in the meantime. I've made all the arrangements already.
Oh, it's okay. We can just wait here.
Thank you for being so considerate, Miss Navia. That sounds wonderful. We'll take that stroll. Get over here, you! How oblivious are you?
How are things in Poisson now? Any better? Things are on the mend, but it's a slow process. Some people may never recover from the trauma they experienced. I'm sorry to hear that. I wish there was something I could do. Please, must our conversations take such a depressing turn every time we meet? We all have painful memories, but we don't have to let them cloud everything we do. And if you're trying to make a new start, perhaps it's best if you don't bring up the past all the time. Thank you for your words of comfort. You make a very good point. But for now, at least, I think I should stay with the way I'm feeling for a while longer. It's okay. These things take time. Moving on from a painful experience is easier said than done. Which brings me to why I'm here. I thought you should probably know that not everyone here is ready to forgive and forget after the Hydro Archon's inaction in the face of catastrophe. To avoid upsetting the peace, I told the townspeople that everyone here is a member of the theater troupe, and that you are just an actress playing the role of Farina. It's not a perfect solution, but hopefully it means you won't have to lie low while you're here.
That's so thoughtful of you, Navia.
Well, what do you expect? I am the courageous and considerate president of Spina di Rosula, after all, like my father before me. Anyway, that was all. Look after her now.
Thanks,
Off we
Navia.
go then. Let's take a look up there. I don't have any friends that I can be frank and honest with, So maybe she's right. You're the closest thing to friends that I have.
Damn, I was sucked right back to the end of Fontaine. Fuck. I forgot just how fucked up shit was left. Like, everything happened, and then it was kind of like, okay, we probably got things from here. You got shit to do. Just don't worry about it. Go to that one. It's like, okay, good luck.
I'm so grateful that Miss Nafia was so understanding. To be perfectly honest, I didn't know if I was ready to meet her. It's always easiest to just run away from your problems. But that never fixes anything. You can't get around the obstacles without facing them.
So that's why you were nervous when they brought up Poisson.
Yeah. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared of coming back here. Still, I felt it was something I had to do. As I was saying before, I want to see for myself the things that I never could in the past. I'd be overjoyed if the people here could find it in their hearts to forgive me. But they're more likely to unleash a tirade of vitriol against me. Which, of course, I completely understand and accept.
Bro, you don't have to lie on my behalf.
Yeah, I can tell people are watching.
Gubina! How goes it, Coca?
I'm sure some people here see the idea of someone coming to Poisson dressed as the Hydra Archon as extremely disrespectful. I used to be terrified of the gaze of other people, especially when they had suspicion or resentment in their eyes. I guess I wasn't quite ready for this after all.
I'm not surprised you're making yourself go through all of this.
I can't let myself see only the things I want to see. How would that make me any different from before?
Look! There seems to be a crowd gathering over there.
Probably time we made a move. How about we check out Spina di Rasula's ship? We should have a view of the whole of
Cell isn't
Poisson
playing
from
Dream
there.
Barbecue because I'm EPDP. Well, okay, that's partially true. That is part of the reason I'm streaming Genshin. But yes, it was initiated by I offered to hold off so that Koke could witness, because they kind of got me into Aina. And I figured I would extend an offer to allow them the chance to watch my Dream Barbecue live,
I'm
as opposed to
sorry.
just a VOD,
You
because I mean
probably
VODs are
just wanted
fun,
a
but
relaxing stroll.
it's a different
And
experience.
here I am dumping all this heavy stuff on you.
We don't mind. It's actually
Calling
refreshing
bullshit
to
on your
see a
title.
different side of
Well,
you.
I did want to play Genshin, so
Great. Well, I appreciate
just being
your company,
nice.
so please don't disappear just yet. I don't know whether you can tell, but the years of suffering and loneliness aren't the only reason I have a hard time facing up to who I used to be. As I stand here by the ship, I can't get the images of the rising water out of my mind. One after another, people were taken by the water. All those treasured lives and memories washed out of existence in an instant. They thought their god would protect them. They had absolute faith that when disaster struck, a divine power would save them from harm. And all the while, I played my part to perfection to convince them that was true. But then the floodwaters finally came, and the Hydro Archon did nothing.
You shouldn't look at it like that. You were only doing your duty.
I've had to go through so many moments like that for the sake of protecting the truth. As time went on, it got harder and harder to bear, and I became more lonely and isolated. Eventually, I realized I had nothing left except the truth. I became terrified of completely failing in my task, and was haunted by the thought of being left all alone, weeping on my throne. Fortunately, we were able to avoid the worst-case scenario thanks to the help of heroic individuals such as yourselves. Everyone rose to their responsibilities, and I finally regained my freedom. But on some level, freedom also means no longer being needed. I have no further use to people.
Paimon would have never imagined you'd see it that way.
A reward? I guess so. Back then, I didn't even dare to dream about having someone to confide in. I was scared of someone recognizing me for who I truly was, and exposing a secret I swore to protect. Believe in the Farina you see on stage.
Elmo doesn't
She is
understand
the
why
one
you
you
feel
can
like that.
trust. I had to keep all my feelings, all my curiosity about life to myself. No one could be allowed to know. That's what I really meant when I said I'm no good at maintaining relationships.
So that's where you were coming from. Paimon totally thought you were just a bit of a diva
Fuck
at heart.
off.
Could you please get off my case? I don't know what's gotten into you today. I'm making an effort here. You could at least try to do the same.
What Paimon meant to say.
I do.
You can hear the
I once had
vitriol.
nothing but the truth, and now I'm finally free to live my own life again. And even though I have no idea where I'm going right now, at least the choice is in my hands. All right, it's about time to head back. Paulo should have finished the ending by now.
Sure. Okay, let's head back and check it out.
Absolute Paimon moment, goddamn. Anyway, sorry that my choice of thing to do for Genshin was watch Farina trauma dump about the fucking tragedy that befell Fontaine. And personally witnessing the repercussions thereof. Paimon ceaselessly nuking my favorite characters at all times. True!
Didn't you say you needed to watch what you eat? You're supposed to be cutting down on fried foods, not wolfing down copious quantities of fish and chips, you know?
Come on. It's not every day we get to dine at Spina di Rosula's expense. Can you believe how generous she is? I'm not about to pass on free food. Anyway, my character doesn't need to be slim and good-looking. That's your job.
Are you kidding me right now? It's not your character's health I'm worried about, it's yours. I've spent my whole life battling the effects of ill health, and it kills me to watch you willingly ruin yours by filling yourself up with junk all the time.
Oh no, looks like they're arguing again. We're back! Could you maybe put your differences aside for a moment?
Ah, you're back. We've been enjoying Spina di Rosula's VIP treatment in your stead.
I gotta wonder, how the fuck did
Paulo's
Paimon
nearly done.
unlearn
We shouldn't have to wait
empathy
too much longer.
throughout the course of her adventures
discussing your
with the
characters,
protagonist
We
in
heard
saving the
she's
world?
playing the Oceanid who turns into a human girl.
How does that happen?
Me? I'm an Oceanid too.
He was originally supposed to take the form of a crane, but he outgrew that role. Well, the costume at least. So now he's playing the boar instead.
Oh, the fucking boars.
Sorry.
The boar's not a bad character, actually. He's the one who raises the little Oceanid, yes?
That's right. He has some pretty memorable lines, too. Like when he imparts some solemn words of wisdom to the little Oceanid. If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
You can't fucking say that to Farina. What the fuck?
Familiar.
It's the most important line in the whole script. I think it's a symbolic statement about our director's life and legacy. She kept quiet about all the trials and tribulations she faced in running our troupe, allowing us to devote ourselves fully to performing.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
It was only after she was gone that we realized how tough her job really was.
You mentioned earlier that the troupe is like your home.
Yeah. I was born with an incurable illness, and once my family found out it couldn't be treated, they decided they didn't want me anymore. I spent some years taking whatever work I could find.
Farina coughs loudly.
Trying to manage my illness with various medicines. But whenever I had a bad flare-up, I'd be lying in an alleyway for days at a time. It was like that until the director found me one day. She told me I had a great voice and asked if I was interested in studying singing from her. I said yes. She took me under her wing, taught me to both
How it feels
sing
to have
and
chronic
act,
fatigue,
helped
probably.
me find more from my
True.
meds, took care of me when my condition decided to flare up. I know it was all a huge burden on her.
She sounds like a really incredible person.
She really was. She gave everything she had to her troupe and the people in it. All of us were so proud to call her our director.
Or like Crohn's.
I was a lost child too when she found me.
I don't know much about Crohn's
As the
disease.
child of a murderer. My parents weren't around when I was little, so I got sent to an orphanage. The other kids were always picking fights with me. They'd say things like, "Come on, you must be pretty tough if you're the son of a murderer." It was just to taunt me, though. I was an easy target, and they knew it. One day, I got beaten up so bad that I just couldn't take it anymore, so I ran away. I lost all faith in humanity by that point. Thought the whole world was out to get me.
Let me guess. Fortunately, the next person you ran into was the director.
Yeah. For the first time in my life,
Immune system
I was
attacks your
somewhere I
colon
felt
tissue.
safe.
Ugh, yikes.
And I promised myself I'd stay
That
here until the day the
sounds
group parted
really...
ways.
The day you hoped would never
Yeah.
come. How times change.
Oh, you're finally done? Get your butt over here. There's someone I need to introduce you to. This is our new artistic consultant, Miss Farina.
Farina? The Farina? Oh my god, how did you manage to wrangle that?
Please, the honor is all mine. I was profoundly moved to hear about your troupe and your wonderful director. I just wanted to do something to help.
Same here.
Even so, this is just... Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I'll try to calm down. Now, where was I? Ah, yes, the script, of course.
God, I love her so
Let me give you a
much.
rundown of how the story
True.
unfolds in my version of the script. I'm sure you're already familiar with the beginning of the story. A little Oceanid decides she wants to become a human against the wishes of her family. She finds love and friendship in the bustling city. But then, disaster strikes. The people start to notice that all the fresh water in the surrounding area is slowly disappearing. The soil is becoming arid.
Give me a blue
Plants
water
and
girl with a
flowers are
sad
withering,
backstory and you have
and the
my
people
heart.
begin to panic. The little Oceanid, Cleo, and her lover decide to do something about it and investigate the truth of the matter together. In the end, they discover that all the waste and pollution created by humans over the years has caused the fresh water to flee the land, as if driven by a consciousness of its own.
Consciousness? You mean the water is sentient?
Water as a conscious entity. There's actually quite a few stories that explore this theme.
Since the little Oceanid is a water spirit, she immediately understands how the water is feeling. She then tells her lover about her true identity, as well as the truth behind the crisis. Her lover accepts her for who she is, and works with her to find a way to bring the water back. However, unbeknownst to them, there were some people eavesdropping when she revealed her secret. The little Oceanid is accused of being directly responsible for driving the water away, and faces the greatest dilemma of her life.
And then?
In the end, she makes the brave decision to sacrifice herself to save her lover, and the rest of humanity.
Huh? But didn't they all treat Cleo like a villain? Why would she want to save them after that?
Well, she mainly wanted to save her lover, plus everyone who'd stood up for her.
Through her love for her human partner, she was able to find an even greater love, one that extended to all of humanity. Surely the biggest strength of Cleo's character.
There's actually something else that bothers me. You know the protagonist is supposed to represent the director, right? And she never had the chance to become a hero in our world. If we're serious about dedicating this show to her memory, we should make the ending as true to life as possible. What about if the little Oceanid is hounded to death by people who hate her, her lover makes sure her secret never gets out, and humanity continues down the path to extinction?
That sounds like too cruel.
Yeah, I
of
was
an
gonna say, the
ending.
fuck?
And perhaps a little irresponsible to present to the audience.
That ending would be a perfect mirror to Director Aureli's death, both arbitrary and meaningless. On the day when she went missing, Director Aureli had instructed us all, somewhat out of the blue, to leave the court of Fontaine and wait for her outside the city. We waited and waited at the rendezvous point, but she never came. By the time we returned to the city, she disappeared without a trace. We looked for her. The Gardamex looked for her, but she was nowhere to be found. Increasingly, all the signs seemed to point to her being the latest victim in the serial disappearances case.
The director was the kindest soul in the world, yet she was senselessly sacrificed for the sake of a so-called experiment by someone who had nothing to do with her at all.
But doesn't the way she suddenly told you to leave the city suggest that maybe she had some sense of what was about to happen? It almost seems as if she was moving you to safety.
I've been trying to follow up on that ever since, but all my efforts so far have turned up nothing. Villemont might know something, but he won't open up to me.
Villemont? The one who's playing the role of the villain?
Yeah. He's been overwhelmed by grief. I think the director's death hit him hardest of all.
Grief? Guilt, more like. Also, I have a hard time imagining that anyone
Bro,
took it
don't
harder
pull out
than
the
me.
Pain Olympics for
Because-
fucking grief,
Well,
shithead.
speaking of the play being true to life, I was deeply, madly in love with Aurelie.
What? You kept that one quiet.
You can't drop that
It's time
after
to be upfront
that.
with you all.
Good
No
lord,
more
this
keeping
dude.
secrets from each other. We'll never be able to agree on the ending if we can't be honest about how we feel. I did tell her how I felt once, but she turned me down pretty much straight away. She said that we were all like brothers and sisters to
Stay
her,
toxic,
and
IG,
she never considered
Jesus.
us as potential romantic partners.
The Paimon
Not
effect.
that it came as a shock or anything. It was what I was expecting to hear.
She's
So I told her
contaminating
I'd
people
always
around her.
be there for the troop, and I'd always be there for her. I said, maybe one day in the future, when everyone's settled into their own lives and on the up and up, and managing the troop no longer required her constant attention, well, maybe then she could reconsider what she really wanted in her life. And now, that day will never come.
Paulo.
So if I'm the one writing this ending, then I'm gonna make sure it does right by Aurelie. I won't let anyone get in the way of that.
In that case, you have to straighten things out with Villemont once and for all, face to face. We've all had our differences of opinion over the ending, but those two have never seen eye to eye on anything. One of them has to compromise if we're ever going to reach a final decision.
Well, if that's where we're at, looks like it's time to go visit Vilmont.
Are you ready to face the truth?
Honestly, I'm slightly terrified. But for the sake of our final performance, I'll do whatever it takes. Funny you should ask, though. You really do get what I'm going through right now.
I certainly do. Come on, everyone. Allons-y!
Yeah. Bro was hoping he could change her mind once again. Toxic as hell. Yeah. Too common a behavior. Indeed. Like, don't get me wrong, don't give up is a great sentiment.
And when it does, it's
Maybe not when it comes to relationships. In terms of, no, I don't want to be in a relationship with you. Like,
Oh, this is tough going.
no, bro, that's weird. Okay, but what if I eat your face?
Are you sure you can manage in your condition?
I could ask you the same question. Try to keep up.
Get the clue, jackass. Yeah. Like, okay, dog. Bro was willing to wait 20 years for a chance. Like, less than 0.01% chance that
We
she's like,
must have one
actually, I
simple
do
Whoever
wants
pays the
to
most
settle
is your new
down and get
boss.
married and shit. That's 20 fucking years. I promise you, you will be happier if you move on and find somebody who agrees with your values. Sadly, I know someone like that. Yeah.
According to some of the older Eremites, it does actually rain in the desert on
It'd be like
occasion.
that sometimes.
And when it does, it's always a lot heavier than this.
You hate to see it.
Ugh, as if this journey wasn't tough enough already without a roadblock.
Don't worry. We should all be fine with the traveler here. We don't need to take a detour. Wait, why are you all looking at me? You're not serious.
I'm gonna
and
eat
expecting
her?
me to
What?
fight, are you?
What?
We're just curious, that's all. I don't think anyone's ever seen Farina in a fight before.
Well, check this
Yeah,
shit
but
out.
Don't you remember why? The Hydro Archon willingly gave up all her power so it could be converted into Indemnitium. Miss Farina said so
Don't
herself.
fucking look at her like that.
Precisely.
What the hell?
And I'm not even the Hydro Archon anymore, so all my power is gone anyway. As much as it pains me, unfortunately, I should just stay put. I'm more like a damsel in distress more than anything.
That sounded so smug. Ugh, secondhand embarrassment is unbearable.
C'est la vie, indeed. Alas, I am forced to watch on helplessly as a more brave and seasoned adventurer than I swoops in to save the day.
Aw, too bad. I was so pumped to feast my eyes on fight mode Farina.
Sorry to leave all the heavy lifting to you.
Don't worry, piece of cake.
Wilden. Anyway, check this shit out.
Into the wind!
Teamwork is dreamwork! You asked for it! Look alive!
Out of the way, bravo! Good show! You
There we go.
certainly live up to your reputation.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, the path is cleared now, so onwards and upwards.
I still have some
Vilma,
artifact
are you
grinding to
there?
do, and
Huh?
you know, I was up against
it's you
slimes
guys.
instead of a
Wait,
element
what's
neutral
Lady
foe.
Farina doing here?
I can explain. We've been rounding up the whole troop. We now have everyone except you.
So, you think knowing the truth about the director's disappearance will help you write an ending to the script that pleases everyone? I care just as much as everyone else about making the Little Oceanid a success. That's why I wanted to wait until after the show. If I open this can of worms now, I just don't want to make things difficult between us. We're supposed to be a unit when we're on stage.
Uh-oh.
Viamont, avoiding the truth will not help anyone. Unless you mean to suggest that Aurelie's death had something to do with you.
I don't want to talk about it.
Listen, Viamont. I used to think that my love for Aurelie was a point of shame. I never brought it up to anyone. But now, I've made up my mind to put it all on the table. I'm prepared to face everything, to sacrifice everything for the sake of the show. The Little Oceanid cannot be complete unless we do justice to Aurelie on an emotional level.
This is why people think of you as not being the smart one. As you all know already, the troupe was kept afloat not from ticket sales, but donations from the audience. Of course, that was nowhere near enough. We took on side jobs when we weren't performing, but even then, the troupe's financial situation was pretty dire. So, anyway, one day after a show, a merchant came to me and offered us a huge sponsorship. In return, we just had to provide the audience with their drinks during performances.
Oh.
It seemed like a win-win, so I said yes to it
Genshin
on the
Penship
spot
hero,
without
God
consulting
damn it.
the director. It was only when the merchant came to deliver the goods that I realized the drink in question was synth.
Isn't that the drink paddled by the culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
I freaked out when I saw the boxes. And I told the director everything right away. She was completely shocked as well. But she didn't reprimand me for making the decision without consulting her. Instead, she contacted the merchant and stated that the troupe could not agree to this collaboration. The merchant was furious, berated us for going back on our word, and threatened to sue us for damages. The amount was astronomical. There was no way we'd be able to pay.
You should have taken it to
I was
court.
going to sort
Like,
it on my own, but the director stopped me. She said that this was an issue for the
we
whole troupe, and it
literally
wasn't my fault.
proved synth as a dangerous subject.
But
A
things only
dangerous
got worse from
object.
there. The synth merchant just wouldn't let up, and then suddenly the director told us all to leave the city one day. I knew then that things must have reached a boiling point. I admit this whole thing was my mistake. I didn't dare to tell any of you the truth back then, and after the director disappeared, I was even more afraid to say anything. Yeah,
Oops.
there, I said it. Happy now?
Hey, don't say that.
You traitor! You knew Aurelie was in danger. Why in God's name didn't you tell us? What do you mean you were afraid? This was a life and death situation.
So do you.
We could have saved her. How could you be so stupid?
Please, try not to get too worked up.
Yeah, listen to him. You need to stay calm.
What if,
Stay
hypothetically,
calm?
I were responsible?
How can I stay
God damn it.
calm? This guy got Aurelie murdered. She was the love of my life. And he has the gall to try and high-road us, claiming that he kept his mouth shut for the sake of the show. How about taking some responsibility for what he's done?
All I can say is I'm sorry. Truly. I wanted to apologize to everyone in the troupe, but that won't bring back the director. What good is my apology now? I'm just a coward who made an awful, terrible mistake that I can never take back. Beat me up if you want. Kill me if you prefer. It's what I deserve. End my life. So I can meet the director and apologize to her in person.
Get out of my sight! Go! Get lost! I don't ever want to see your face again!
That's enough! You've screamed and shouted at each other for long enough. Now pipe down, both of you! Can you stop
Fuck 'em up,
conflating the show
Farina!
on stage with your real-life relationships in the troupe? You keep saying that you want to use this final performance to pay tribute to your director and celebrate her life. How can you do that if you're just using it as an excuse to vent your own emotions?
You're right.
I'm sorry.
On stage, the lead role is the focal point of the audience's attention. And you're all used to seeing the director as the heart of the troupe. But in her own life, her greatest desire wasn't to be the center of attention. I can tell how much she loved you all, and how much she loved the troupe. What she wanted was to build a warm home for all of her brothers and sisters. To shield you all from the storms that rage in the world outside. That's how you should remember her. And that's what you should be celebrating. I understand why you're trying to make her the hero of the story, but isn't she your hero already? After everything she did for you?
Yeah.
So think hard about what that means. And then think again about what you hope to achieve by arguing with each other. If you really hate each other and can't reconcile your differences, then you could just call it quits now. Why bother with the final performance if the group is already fractured? But you can't bring yourself to do that, can you? You care too much about Director O'Reilly and the home she built you all to let go. What are you laughing at?
Facts, my
what's so
brother.
funny.
Spit your shit indeed.
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's just that, for a moment there, it felt like our director was back with us again. If she'd seen Paulo and Vilmont at each other's throats like that, she would have scolded them exactly like you did, in that same stern voice.
Really? But she sounded like such a gentle person.
Of course she was. Even her harshest lectures came from a place of kindness, and it showed. She really was a truly outstanding person.
What you said, it really puts everything into perspective.
I'm truly sorry. I really meant for this to be a genuine apology, but I ended up making it all about me and my self-pity.
It's all right. Let's save all this for after the performance.
So, the ending. What are we gonna do about it?
Clearly, everyone needs to take a step back for now and reflect on what really matters. When emotions are running high, things get lost in the fray. The end of the story needs to focus back on O'Reilly herself. She's the true star of the show.
What do you mean?
The Traveler is right. You once investigated that underwater synth base and recovered items belonging to the victims. If you could find anything that O'Reilly left behind, perhaps we can get a better sense of what she went through in her final days.
You really think that's possible?
I trust that nobody would object to the ending of the story being based on O'Reilly's true feelings.
No.
Well, we'll
Give me
leave
that
this in your
goob.
capable
What the
hands.
hell?
Come, let's pay a visit to the Palais Mermonia. The rest of you, head back to the rehearsal location for now and wait for our good news.
Bro's going crazy.
You want to review some recovered items connected to victims of the serial disappearances case? But, that case has been closed for quite a while now. Still, since you were the ones who discovered and submitted the evidence in the first place, You don't actually have to submit an application. Okay, please hold on. I'll have someone dig them out.
So, this is all O'Reilly left behind. Just whatever she was carrying on her person, and this tattered old notebook.
Hey! It's full of script lines! And sketches too! Looks like they show where the different props should be placed on stage.
Let me take a look. Maybe there's something in here from after she was kidnapped. Aha! I found something. To whoever discovers this diary. Let's see. Looks like she kept a detailed record of her captor's actions. She even mentions the truth behind the experiments on dissolving young women. If we'd had the chance to examine this notebook carefully back then, it would have been a conclusive piece of evidence proving Vacher's guilt.
Vacher took so many lives. It's still so unthinkable how many victims he had.
I guess O'Reilly must have written all of this down in the hope that her records would one day be of use to investigators. Wait, it cuts off. Her handwriting here gets patchier and more illegible by the line. She probably didn't have much strength left. Her final words are... I'll let you read them for yourselves.
Uh-oh. Someone else was taken. That makes 6. Or perhaps the 7th. Someone tried to escape yesterday but was caught. She hasn't been seen since. Was that yesterday? Maybe not. I've long since lost track of time. Sorry, I don't know if writing this is of any use or how much longer I can do it for. I can already see my fate approaching, but what terrifies me even more is the thought of seeing others from the troop here. Have I truly protected them? Sorry, I'm so sorry. I can write no more. I think I have a fever, and my old stomach troubles have returned, but nobody's given me any medicine. I suppose I'm more fortunate than Gracie. The pain keeps her awake all night. I suppose they think that anything goes so long as the experimental subjects can be used up before they die. It's so damp here, I could have given her my blanket. So cold, so cold, so cold. As long as one persists, all things will pass. There will be a reward for hard work. I like to tell them such things, but it is I who am losing my grip. If anyone sees this, troop safe. Important. Please, farewell apologies. Life, perform, future, regret, Cleo. This page is an absolute mess, and the writer's pen seems to have wandered at its surface at random. Only some words can be made out, and barely at that. From this page onward, the diary stops to be replaced with lyrics from musicals. Some are in the form of newspaper clippings, others are handwritten with many crossings out and changes. It is apparent that the pages have been referenced often, and that this was the personal notebook of artistic director O'Reilly. Jesus.
She was so terrified.
She may have been a mighty hero in the eyes of her troop, but at the end of the day, she was only human. I can't bear to think how painful and lonely her final days must have been. Wait. This part on the last page sounds strangely familiar.
Flipping through the notebook, the lyrics continue. However, one page has been torn out, folded up, and placed next to the last blank page. At the bottom of the folded note are 2 new lines O'Reilly has written, in handwriting much more legible than before, but it seems that they took her both great effort and a great deal of time to write. If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want? Because I am an older sister to them. I love them.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Isn't that the most important line in the Little Oceanid?
Because I am an older sister to them.
Oh.
So she didn't regret her decision, even as she sat in silence, waiting for death to come. I'm sure this is what the troupe would have hoped to hear as well. She had their utmost trust, admiration, and love, and she truly deserved it. Let's go. It's time for them to learn Director O'Reilly's final thoughts.
Jesus Christ, sorry, gang. I kind of forgot how fucked up the Fontaine chapter was. After reading through the notebook, some are lost for words, some weep bitterly, and some grind their teeth and howl with rage. A long time passes before the group is able to calmly come together and finally make a decision.
She deserves a hero's farewell. If that's the only way to convey to the audience the courage and selflessness that she showed in the face of death, then it's a meaningful way to end the story.
Even in the last moments of her life, she was still leaving a trail for others to follow.
She did her best to protect as many people as possible, even if it meant sacrificing herself. We know what choice our little Oceanid would have made now. I don't think any more discussion is necessary. Well, Vilmont, if we put the past aside for now, do you think you can bring yourself to go ahead with the show?
I will channel all my regret and put it into my performance, to make this a show worthy of our director. I won't ask for your forgiveness, and you don't need to worry about my feelings. This final farewell show should be about Director O'Reilly and her alone.
Then it seems like we've reached a consensus. I have a feeling that this will turn out to be the most mesmerizing performance of your lives.
Really? How can you be so sure when you've never even seen them perform before?
Don't underestimate my experience. After watching a countless number of musicals, I've learned one important thing. If you want to move the audience with your music, you must fully commit and immerse yourself in your role, pouring all your emotion into your performance. And aren't human emotions, love, hate, regret, and hope, just the most mesmerizing things in this world? I don't believe anybody could be more committed to bringing this story to life on the stage than they are now.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Miss Farina. And thank you for supporting us through all this.
Then, let's not delay things any longer. We need to discuss the details of the ending and get it nailed down once and for all.
Actually, before that, I'd like to make a proposal. During the curtain call, please allow me to use the director's name instead of my own.
Huh? But then...
After all, this role was originally meant to be played by the director. I'm just filling in for her. Besides, a role commemorating her life should be associated with her name.
Well, if you're sure you're okay with that, I have no objection to it.
Now we're talking like a serious acting troupe. All right, I'll leave you to fine-tune your musical while I go and procure a stage.
Procure a stage?
Oh, it's okay. Our usual place doesn't need a reservation.
That place? Oh, don't be silly. For an extraordinary show, we need an extraordinary stage. By which I, of course, mean the Opera Epiclese.
Whoa, wait,
Hell
what?
yeah.
No. That's never going to work. It's far too fancy for the likes of us.
What are you afraid of? Surely you don't think that Aurelie's story is unworthy of the grandest stage in Fontaine?
No, though that's not what I meant.
It is supposed to be your grand finale, right?
I have no problem with it then. How about the rest of you? I'll take your silence as a yes. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. It really is a dream come true.
Well, then don't disappoint me. If you mess this up, it'll reflect poorly on me too. Come on, we'll need to get the go-ahead from Nerulette. I know just where to find him.
Alright, time to go harass the noofster. Sorry. Why is bro just out here?
Look at that! Looks like I guessed right.
You were just guessing?
What's Vlog looking at?
I knew you'd be here.
I'm here merely for a short break. It has been a while, Miss Farina. And you too, Traveler in Paimon. What might I assist you with today?
I would like to book the Opera Epiclese for an event. You see...
I understand. The process for booking the Opera Epiclese is complex and can be somewhat cumbersome. But given that the request is coming from the three of you, I see no reason to make things unduly difficult. The story of the little Oceanid is most fascinating. I'm looking forward to seeing it performed on stage. I will say, however, that I am surprised to see your passion for the performing arts rekindled after all that has happened.
Huh? What do you mean? Do I look excited?
Yes, and this is the first time that I've seen you like this since your departure from deityhood.
At first, I just felt bad about rejecting them, so I wanted to learn a little bit more about their situation. But one thing led to another, and... well, here we are. In the past, we sat in our high chairs in the court, giving our opinions on isolated cases, all while knowing very little about the human stories behind each and every one. Maybe it's because I finally become an ordinary person and gained my freedom, but I've developed a great sense of curiosity about their lives.
I'm truly delighted to see you find a new lease on life. Now that you've regained some confidence, have you had any thoughts regarding a return to the stage?
Why would you suddenly ask a question like that?
Well, if the Little Oceanid turns out to be a great success, it will no doubt become a classic. Many theater companies are certain to add it to their repertoire. The experiences and decisions of the protagonist Cleo are all modeled after your own. Naturally, this makes you eminently suited to playing the leading role. It would truly be a shame if you did not take this opportunity to allow audiences to enjoy your outstanding acting talents once more.
Haven't I already made myself clear? I won't act or perform in any role ever again. No exceptions. Nor do I think it is any great shame. There is no lack of fine actors or inspirational stories, either on or off the stage. This experience is a case in point. I feel like I've learned a lot, and it has already been well worth the price of admission. I must admit, though, I'm a little envious. They're quite fortunate to be able to bid farewell to their past in such a magnificent manner.
I see. Well, I'm glad to learn that you have found a role to play that you enjoy, be it on the stage or not. I sincerely hope the show will serve as the grandest of finales. I will have my staff book the date and mail the relevant paperwork to the troupe once the details are confirmed.
Thanks, Nervalette.
You are very welcome.
Hell yeah. I gotta ask, are all the story quests this long? It's been almost an hour. I mean, it has been an hour, because I didn't start when it started. Like, I feel like we've still got quite a bit to go. I feel like usually they wrapped up by now. How it feels to be clean!
Good news, everyone.
Witness
It's done.
bathing.
The Opera Epiclese is booked. Thanks to my eloquent and impassioned speech, Monsieur Neuvillette was moved to provide us with a fitting stage for this special performance. We've had to fight every step of the way for this opportunity, but we now have all of the ingredients necessary to stage a truly spectacular performance. A touching story, a magnificent venue, and last but not least, a passionate and dedicated cast. Now, let's work together and make this show the best it can be.
This is truly wonderful.
The sooner we can finalize the ending, the more time we'll have to rehearse. Fiamma and I just went over some parts of the script and tweaked a few things. I think it's really going to resonate with the audience now.
Wow, you two had a constructive conversation? That's great!
Communication is vital to any good performance.
Look at us. We've come so far. I never could have pictured this scene a few days ago.
It's amazing! Even though Farina's still being a bit of a drama queen about it all, she's really fired everyone up!
Paimon, you should be shot in the head. Huh? Did somebody
Please
say
feel
something?
free to give us any comments or suggestions you have. We really value your input.
Hey, Loic, get over here. Time to practice the opening number.
Twinks, also high nerd. She's a fucking bully. True. How goes it, Wonder Bread?
Cursed Cleo. She stole the waters
A
of life from
booty
us.
chicken!
She's a fraud, and she must pay for her crimes.
This has nothing to do with her. The ignorance and hatred of our people is
Real
to blame.
and true, bro.
How can we hope to win back the water's favor if we don't change our ways?
This guy could be useful. Take him hostage. If Cleo wants him back, she'll have to show herself.
Leave this place.
I woke
oh,
from my
little
slumber
Oceanid, and never
while
ever
taking after
look back.
Snail.
Everyone's really throwing themselves into their roles. I
He's
haven't
such a
seen
bad
such a fine
Yeah.
performance in a long time. If only.
What should we do? It's almost time for her to take the stage!
Why does it have to be now?
Hey, what's going on? You're due on stage any second now. Oh no, not again. But why? What about your new meds? Did they stop working?
They've
Man, I wonder who
been
will
getting
take her
less and less
place.
effective over time.
I
I've
bet
had
it's
to keep
Paimon.
increasing my dose.
Sorry,
What?
spoilers.
I thought they cure it. So they were
Next
only
thing you know, I'm gonna
managing
be
your
simping
symptoms?
over elderly men
I
with back
figured
problems.
Whatever it took to get me through this final performance.
How could you do this to yourself?
Oh wait, maybe that's
And
why
after
I
that lecture you gave me about not looking after my health.
Incredible.
Sorry. I've let everyone down.
You... This is a conversation for another time. How can the show go on without its star performer?
Miss Farina, I'd like to make a request of you.
Say no more.
What?
If you're
That's
sick, you
crazy.
need to rest. I know what you're going to ask. Loic, your character has no more scenes, correct?
Oh, yeah. I think my scenes are all done. Although, I do have one more line. But
She
I
was like,
guess
"Yeah, I
another
got
guy
you."
in a troupe with a similar voice register could take it. Why?
Please take Delphi back to her place to rest. I'll sing the finale. From the sublime to the ridiculous. After all that, everything's come full circle.
Thank you, Miss Farina. I'm so sorry to put you in this position after everything you said.
Never mind. What's done is done. It's really my own fault for getting in too deep. No
What
one
happened
likes
to any
regrets,
second? It's
myself
been a few
included.
minutes now.
Leave it to me. I've watched you rehearse so many times that I've learned Cleo's part by heart.
I do not doubt your acting skills, but please allow me to ask just one more question. After all,
In too
the
deep,
show is
boo.
dedicated to the life and legacy of our director. What, in your opinion, is the reason Cleo shines so brightly?
It's her pure heart. Despite all the pain and loneliness she had to endure, she never once stopped believing in the beauty in this world.
Well said. I leave Director O'Reilly in your hands.
Oh boy. Oh, we're switching to a cutscene. Flashbacks.
Let's get here.
Is she actually gonna sing?
Not coming!
You're wrong. She's here.
Si je pouvais vivre dans l'eau, le monde serait-il plus beau? Me pardonneras-tu, ô chère mère? L'eau dans son courant fait danser nos
That's not her voice actor.
et la cité elle nourrit, ainsi que toi mon doux amour.
But what about your wish?
I've seen this, sorry gang. Ah.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Le grand amour ne suffit pas, seul un adieu fleurira. C'est notre histoire de vie, douce et amère. Moi, je suis seule et toujours là, à voir le monde et savoir.
Hey, put those onions away. Sorry, dog, I'm hungry.
Et ça ne changera jamais, jamais.
What the hell? God damn it. The fucking viewpoint. Why are we on
Is it
stage?
just me?
What do we
Who
do?
was that lady Farina on the stage just now?
No, you're crazy, bro.
She hasn't been seen for a while now, and she just appears out of nowhere? Gotta say, though, her acting skills are as superb as ever.
The little Oceanid, Cleo, played by Aurélie Fumont.
That's not her name. What's going on?
I don't know. Maybe it's just a doppelganger.
I've spent a lot of time out of the spotlight, and they didn't use my name during the curtain call either. Hopefully, not too many people recognized me. It's too bad that I had to break the one clear rule I'd managed to make for myself, even if I had no choice. Still, I have to admit that, despite everything, it felt good to be back on the stage again.
Finally, we would like to give a special thanks to our artistic consultant and event coordinator, Miss Farina.
Oh, god damn it. Girl, you're hard to miss. I mean, look at you.
That's not what we agreed
True.
on!
Oh, so it was Farina after all.
She's back!
Honestly, what is he doing? He should have run that by me first.
All right, calm down. Don't be mad. This was a group decision. We just didn't want your contributions to go unacknowledged. After all, it's been the rule in Fontaine since ancient times that everyone's work, visible or invisible, is equally deserving of recognition.
Yes, I know the rule, but...
A group decision without you. Yeah, what the fuck?
It should still be applied on a case-by-case basis. I wasn't ready for this yet.
It's no big deal. What's the worst that could happen?
I know the rule. I'm got.
Yeah? Well, since you think it's so easy, you can sign them for me.
I agree. We have practice. There was a whole mini game about it at the end of that one.
Flew over to where she was supposed to be and was about to drop the prop vision, and then suddenly, a real one popped out of thin air!
Oh,
Yeah, what the fuck was that about?
I've got no idea what happened there either. But hey, it worked pretty well, didn't it? I'll bet the audience has never seen such a realistic prop.
Wait, what about Dolphy? I wonder how she's doing.
Oh, let's go check on her as soon as we finish clearing the stage.
Yes. Plus, she'll definitely want to hear how the end of the show went. If nothing else, we can safely say that we accomplished what we set out to do.
Before I do that,
One with nature.
how do I get up there? I don't think there's like a second floor, is there? Unless I'm supposed to do like...
Time to go.
Into the wind.
I'm like right there.
One with nature.
Ugh. There's got to be a second floor accessible through the main lobby, right? It's possible. Okay. We did it. I can't believe that's been there for like a whole year, bro. Almost 2. 1.5. Me, when I see the price of a t-shirt, and immediate, I'm like, what if I have Koke steal the design?
Ah, you're back.
$40 t-shirt is giving ick. $40?
She's doing okay. Her condition stabilized after taking some of her original medication. From experience, though, I'd say she still needs a few more days of rest.
How did the performance go? Was it a success? Did the audience like it?
You'll be glad to know it was fantastic! Also, you're not gonna believe what happened while Farina was on the stage. You'll probably be able to read all about it in the Steambird first thing tomorrow morning.
That's wonderful. I'm so sorry I failed to see it through to the end. I guess I was wrong to try and tough
I'm
it
gonna be
out
real,
to
it's very
begin with.
frowned upon to copy.
Don't worry about it. Like they told me after announcing my name during the curtain call, everyone's work deserves recognition. Even though you couldn't see it through to the final scene, the audience was very impressed by your performance. It's safe to say that you made your mark on this memorial show.
Well, one way or another, we did it. I've had bad luck ever since I was born, so I never expect things to go smoothly in life. I'm just happy to know that we went out on a high note. That's all that matters.
Blaming your bad luck again, are we? Maybe if you didn't push yourself past your limits so much, your illness wouldn't be flaring up all the time.
Oh, don't you start. I don't have the energy to argue with you right now.
Aw, you two clearly care a lot about each other.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You mean we never stop arguing with each other?
So, any plans for the next step? After the brilliant performance you put on, the reputation of your troupe is sure to spread through Fontaine like wildfire. You won't have to disband if you don't want to. You could capitalize on the rave reviews and license out the Little Oceanid to the bigger theater troupes out there. That would do wonders for your financial situation.
No, we should still disband.
Yeah, it's what we all agreed to.
After all that's happened, I should give you guys some space. But maybe our paths will cross again one day.
Hey, don't just walk
My
off!
current shirt was 40, but that's double-sided print on sleeves and a breast pocket.
I still want to keep performing, so I might join another troupe. After watching Miss Farina's performance, I think I'm starting to understand our director's infatuation with musicals.
You should do it. It suits you. I'd originally hoped to keep performing too, but I don't know if my health will allow me to.
Oh, so now you finally got your priorities in order. I guess I'll hold off until you've properly recovered as well. What about you, Miss Farina? Any future plans?
Well, frankly, I think a return to obscurity is no longer an option for me. I'm sure a slew of consultancy requests will hound me wherever I go, until I finally acquiesce. You rather sealed my fate there with your special thanks at the end of the show.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, an apology don't
It's
do
quite
much
all
now.
right. No need to apologize. What I meant to say is that this whole experience has shown me that perhaps I'm not as averse to a return to the stage as I previously imagined. Maybe Nervilette was right. Maybe Cleo is the right role for me. I still don't wish to pretend to be someone else, but I do have a desire to express myself. So, maybe the show will go on for me after all. Yeah. There was once a time when I was an actress in a masquerade, seeking only to hide the truth. But from now on, I want to spend my time learning real stories about real people and how they touch the lives of others around them. I want to watch them blossom and wither, see them refined on the page, retold on the stage, and remembered long into the future. I'm sure this is what captivated director O'Reilly as well.
Sounds like you're ready to stop running from your true calling. The more you get out into the world, the more you'll discover what a fascinating place it is.
Looking at them now, looks like kind of primo. Alright, I'm crashing. Good night, bruh. Yeah, thanks for popping on, Koke. I appreciate that, and I hope you have a good sleege. Ren love. Goodbye, Koke.
Then it's a deal. If a vision is a gift from the gods, then I should do my best to honor it.
They put fake age cracks in it? What the hell?
We've been to so many places lately.
Anyway, sorry here, chat. I gotta... activate all these. When the shirt has an ironed-on picture, over time the picture gets cracks in it. I don't know if it's happened to you. Oh yeah, I have some shirts that are like almost completely faded because of that shit.
Let's go to Samara City and catch up with them!
Debating whether or not I want to... I've got like 3 different options here. I could do another story quest, I could work on character building, or I could trophy hunt, which I think... Actually, it's been a hot minute.
Inazuma! Might be nice to get a change of scenery. Come on, let's go!
Let's see, 12.16, 15.38, 22.30, 23.60, 23.60. Tale of the Narzasen Cruise Adventure Team. What? Should do character building? You're right, I should. That is honestly probably one of my favorite parts about Genshin. TBH. Now the question is, which of these fuckers do I build? Could build Gilonen. I got Sethos. I got my boy Ito. Got Nuvalette, he's pretty cracked. There's Mika, Lynette, Tainari, Baiju, Navia, Yanfei, Candace, Sayu, Heizo, Kale, Beidou, Ningguang. I should
Wow. Where did that come from?
do like a randomizer wheel here. Alright, what do we got? Day is pretty much entirely built. I'll be so real right now. I mean, like, I've got crazy stats on her, so I'm gonna exclude her because, I mean, like, I've triple crowned her. There's not much left for me to do. Alright, let's see.
Benny's Adventure Team,
Bennett.
assemble!
I see Farina, Kazuha, Venti, Aloy, Yelan, Traveler, Fremine, Diona, Chongyun, Kuki, Razor, Yao Yao, Xingqiu, Xinyan, Zhongling, Zhongli, Chao, Eula, Noelle, Rosaria, Fischl, Mona, Ningguang, Kaya, Beidou, Lisa, Kale, Barbara, Amber, Jean, Chi-Chi,
2,
Keqing,
3,
Yunjin,
4, and
Heizo, Sayu, Sucrose, Dory, Candace, Toma, Yanfei, Navia, Baiju, Tainari, Diluc, Utao, Lynette, Mika, Kirara, Chevros, Arataki Ito. Sick tricks, Kachina. Nuvalette. Goro. Farazan, Charlotte, Layla, Kave, Jilonin, Kachina, and Sethos. Jesus Christ, I have a lot of characters. What the fuck? Spinning? 60 entries. Chongyun! We're building Chongyun. I've met 90. Great sword. Damn, I've almost C6'd him. What day is it? It's Monday. Okay, so I can't get his talent mats. I could probably go fight Dvalin, though. You are here. Anyway, thanks for bearing with me, chat, while I make that wheel. I'm gonna fight the scary dragon. Y'all think I can one cycle? We're gonna see.
into the wind.
Alright.
I'm going in! Let the world collide!
It's one with wind and cloud.
Look alive! You're dead meat!
Can I? Yes. Yeah! Fuck him! Ha 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 ha! Get one cycled, nerd. Hello, Mario. How's it going, Caddy? Nice. Damn, I got one of all. Okay, let me mark this artifact down real quick. Gotta keep track of these. I don't really have a great way to automatically sync them to the optimizer. Defense 19, attack 16, energy recharge 4.5. Kinda dog shit, but that's okay. My Year of the Goat controller is shipping. Hell yeah. Goated. Pun half intended. Alright, Chongyun's best thing to focus on here is his skill. I probably got some masks to craft. Yeah. I have 2. Okay, what about here? I got plenty here. Do a little crafting. Very good. Much better. We'll do like 20. 1. Snail would be happy to see that I'm building Chongyun. Oh damn. I can crown him. I don't use Chongyun enough. Like, I've got Fremine, you know? Fremine's my goat. And while Chongyun can, do cryo infuse for anybody else, Fremine's is only for him. But, like, Fremine's gonna be my main DPS anyway, so, Alright. Let me take a look. I gotta see what the best artifact set is for him. Extended guide is out of date. Updated for version 2.6! You're not kidding! When was 2.6? 2.6 was like in 2021, right? 2.6 Genshin. March 32, holy shit, 3 years to the date, almost. We're a day late for that. Holy fuck. Chat, where were you in 2022? Updated for version 3. Really? You know what? I'll take it. Oh, the infographic is updated for 5.0 though. Chongyun can nuke with his burst. Wait, really? The burst is better now? Huh. How about that? Reverie for Burnmill. Tidal Shadow. Do I have Tidal Shadow? I have it on, Xinian. Alright. I could use Serpent Spine, but Serpent Spine is my Fremine. Alright, what the fuck is Reverie? Let's see. Artifacts. I'm gonna go... Oh, of course it's... Okay, what is Unfinished Reverie? Attack plus 18 after leaving combat for 3 seconds. Damage dealt increased by 50%. In combat, if no burning opponents are nearby for more than 6 seconds, this damage bonus will increase by 10% per second until it reaches 0. When a burning opponent exists, it will increase by 10% instead until it reaches 50%. This effect still triggers if the equipping character is off-field. Huh. They really did try to make burning viable when Emily released. That's crazy. Why does this work on Chongyun? Burnmill. Oh, Dendrocryo Pyro. Huh. With that? Hold on. I gotta check my characters real quick. Who all do I have? In terms of... I do have Kale. I don't know if her Dendro application is enough. I could combine her with Tighnari maybe, though. Then after that, I just need a Pyro applicant. Which could be Xinian or Zongling. It could be Hu Tao, maybe. You know what? I'm curious. I want to see... what this domain is like. I might not farm too much on it. Ah. The fuck? Random child. Gotta grab that real quick. I will be so for real, I have...
Everything is going as planned.
Oh, okay. I... After Fontaine's Lantern Rite, I stopped playing. Because... Zanyun? Is that what her name is? Yeah. Zanyun doesn't interest me. Like, I would genuinely... I don't know if Zanyun synergizes with Gaming. But I feel like they'd be at odds because it seems they both want to be a plunge DPS. Very nice. Alright, domain is down here. I want to check this out a little.
Yeah.
When a bond of life increases or decreases in value, this character will gain a buff. What? I don't know what that means. Alright.
One with nature.
Oh shit, where's all my fucking energy?
Let's light it up.
That hurts. The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds come.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Much better, much better. Oh! What the hell are these? Excuse me?
One with nature. As one with
Chat, I'm scared. I don't know what these are.
Going in. You're dead meat.
I'm gonna go with my usual and hope for the best.
Shower me with.
Clouds high. The birds come.
Let the world come alive. Everybody stand back. Let's light it up.
Cool. Huh. Well, that scared me. I like the designs on these, though. Harmonic Whimsy? Valley of a Bond of... What's a Bond of Life? That means nothing to me. Ooh, EM. That's not bad, actually. I think. It could have better substats, but... Okay. Unfinished Reverie, Circlet of Logos, Elemental Mastery, Crit Rate 2.7, Energy Recharge 4.5, and Attack Flat 14. Yeah, those are rough rolls. But we've also got... Dark Fruit of Bright Flowers. Defense flat 19, attack 5.3%, and crit damage 6.2. Slightly better. Huh. I'm curious if I should maybe try out the Spiral Abyss here. I haven't done a Spiral Abyss in a long time. As you can see, damn, August 2023? That's fucking crazy. Plunging attacks hit opponents, a shockwave will be unleashed. Oh yeah, just unlock fucking... Plunging damage. It's whatever. Oh, this is a really easy chamber. Alright, we got first half. We got our boys. Second half. I don't know if they have good equipment, but we're gonna go with this. Especially since there's ruined stuff. Okay, yeah, let's get some crit buff.
Buckle up!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Let my name echo in song! Teamwork is strength! Gloves off!
Oh wow, that was fast. Oops.
Frost is coming! Rain outlines your fate. Rain cut. Here comes the catch.
Okay, I haven't played this team in a while,
This'll pack a punch. The hunt is on.
so I'm not really sure what I'm doing.
Frost is coming!
Wow. Hell yeah, more crit, let's go.
Let's get it on! Hot! Let's light it up!
Let's beat up some little dinosaurs.
One with wind and cloud!
Let the world collide! Everybody stand back!
Wow. That's all it took?
Things are about to get dicey. Quietly now. Witness the power of got something for you. You're stuck now.
Hey! Going under! Frost is coming! Hair! Frost is coming! Getting gear!
Yeah, that's not too bad. I don't know if maybe... Venti works better, but I like having Aloy in a team where she can maybe thrive a bit. EM buff, that's crazy, let's go.
Look alive!
The wind knows me. Fallen leaves, adorn my...
Let my name echo in song! I'm going in! For dead meat!
Alright, check this shit. Wow. Incredible.
Ever seen one of these? This is a new one. Busted. Here comes the catch. Let me weave you a verse.
Dead reckoning! Frost is coming! Hair! Frost is coming! Getting gear! Frost is coming!
That's crazy, actually. I love that. I'd like to optimize my Fremi team. Okay, what do we got? Opponent's details. Bunch of nothings and then that guy. Bunch of nothings and then that guy. Bunch of nothings and then that guy. Let's I'm gonna see how these guys fare there, because I'm curious to see.
Show me your
You
move.
pull up a good fight.
Gotcha. Game's up. Fun is over. You're stuck now. Got something for you.
Getting gear.
You're rain cutter.
Commencing cleanup. Frost is coming. Getting gear. You pull up a good fight. Frost is coming.
Show me your move.
Getting gear. Frost is coming.
This is a new one.
Let's finish this next time.
Quietly now. No, my sword. Things are about to get dicey. Let me weave you a burn.
Getting gear. Frost is coming. Let's finish this next day of reckoning. Pair.
Alright, I think it's definitely better to have either
Getting gear.
How about this?
just have
Hunt is on.
my first guys up, or even just maybe have Venti instead of Aloy.
Rain of bullets.
It also, you know, definitely doesn't help these guys aren't like super optimized. What the fuck?
Busted. Here comes the catch.
Frost is coming. Going under. Pair. Getting gear. Frost is coming. Getting gear. Frost is coming. Getting gear.
This is a new one. Ever seen? Witness the power of Gura. Rain outlines your fate. Gotcha.
I mean, honestly though, I
Speed ahead.
fully believe that
Please no.
my gang can pick up the slack.
Getting gear. Pair.
I was hoping Aloy would like generate more cryo particles, but I think everybody's energy recharge is just kind of shit, so.
Your journey ends here, Lord of Sand. Your sacrifice is ready.
One with nature. One with wind and cloud.
Time to shine. Everybody stand back. Gloves off.
Yeah. Once it got to those guys, it was like nothing. Okay. Got my Spiral Abyss shit, though. I'm still not entirely sure what all Fremi can do. Or if it's, like, good to have the double Hydro, or if it's better to have, like, either just Xingqiu or just Yelan, and then do... Because, like, I got 5 different guys. Fremi's a definite. We need either Yelan or Xingqiu, at least. And then we've got Aloy and Venti to fill in whatever gaps. Oh my god, what the hell happened to your artifacts, buddy? Oh, Kazuha. Fremi, you're a Tuesday talent guy, right? Yeah. Wednesday... Where's Yelan? Monday! Actually, we can do this. Let me grab some of these. I completely forgot. Actually, no, I didn't forget. I just didn't know in general. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I don't have day limits because I've got the... Okay, well, in that case, I want to triple crown my little boy here. My little buddy. My guy, my fella. As you can tell, I have a lot of characters I like in this game. If it wasn't apparent, the fact that I use Dea at all definitely betrays that she is one of, if not my favorite.
Into the wind. Clouds high.
But like, all the characters I'm using I really like.
Going in! You asked for it. Buckle up! Hi!
Yoo-hoo! One with nature.
Nice. Of course. So here's my story with Dea.
Time to go.
I started playing Genshin in about 1.2, right when Dragonspine was released. So I didn't realize that it was like a new region. I thought it was just always there. Until my brother was like, yeah, no, they like just added this, can you help me?
Look alive! Ha! Yoo-hoo!
One with nature.
So I played pretty much throughout the entirety of 1.2 up to 2.0. Almost. I think I got a little burnt out near the end, so I kind of stopped popping on as regularly, because, you know, I'd been playing, like, straight for many months at this point. I know I hopped on for, like, the summer event with it for a little bit.
Let's get it on! Let's light it!
With, like, Klee and Jean and Lisa.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Let the world collide! Going in! You asked for it.
But I was really excited for 2.0 to release because it was the Japan one. Koke and I were really excited because it was going to be super cool. And then it launched, I booted it up, and it just didn't catch my interest. I stopped when there's one point you have to, like, follow this guard. The detection on it was really bad. And at that was the point that I was like, you know what? I have other games I want to play. I'm gonna do that instead. And so, do that instead I did.
The wind knows me.
And I didn't really come back until Sumeru released, I think. I don't remember, to be frank. It could have been, I might have popped on a little bit, but I think for the most part I didn't play. No, I don't have any evidence one way or the other to back it up. I suppose I could see if I earned any trophies during that time. Specifically, ones for Inazuma. But I don't think that's going to be helpful, just because the way the trophies are designed in this game. Regardless, I was really excited for Sumeru, because it was the Dendro region,
Do you
which...
also see Navia and Clorand over there?
Uh-oh, story quest over there.
They might have run into some kind of trouble. Let's go check out what's going on.
Oops, that's the wrong option. I want this one. Alright, what do we got here? HP Sands of Cinder... Scroll of the Hero of Cinder City. What a fucking mouthful, holy shit. Energy recharge, 5.2. Defense percent, 5.1. Crit damage, 6.2. That's not too bad, I think. I don't really know who I'd use Cinder City on. Maybe if I were to do like a Geo team with Shilonen. What do they call that? A microwave team? The Genshin community comes up with really funny names for team compositions. I like it. Oh, I remember what I was gonna do. I need to use some of these. But I waited for Sumeru to come out. And granted, it took me a little bit to, you know, really get back into it, because I'm like, oh, I don't know, hemming and hawing a little bit, just because I was, still a bit burnt out. And I had to get through the whole of Inazuma as well, or at least most of it. I still don't remember. It's been years since this point. But I finally got through Inazuma. It was pretty cool, all things considered. You know, it wasn't too bad. Definitely could have been better, but I don't really know how they would have made it better. So don't ask me for... I should probably grab those stars before I completely forget. Oh, but can I claim my rewards? Thank you. I'll just abandon the challenge. I got a character build anyway. I am going to the talent domain. Yes. But I got to the Sumeru story, and I met Dea, and she was a fucking badass, and it was awesome. And like, the vibe of Sumeru already felt a lot cooler than Inazuma's. So like, I was getting kind of excited, and then like, you know, the story up to that point was finished, and I'm like, oh shit, they got me on a cliffhanger, and then it kept releasing, and I think I returned in 4.1, because I remember the desert was already out by then.
Let's light it up! Strike a pop!
Into the wind. Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Time to shine! Everybody stand back!
But regardless, I was really excited for Dea.
For dead meat!
I think actually, like, I popped in for a bit, and then I stopped, and then I came back for real, and Dea was the banner. I got her in a few things, like, what was it, 4.2 as she was introduced? Maybe 4.3? Regardless, I was really hyped for her to become a playable character, and then she was, and it was awesome. And then I found out MiHoYo intentionally nerfed her into the ground. Like, the three worst characters in the game, at least from what I remember, are Amber, Aloy, Dehya.
Let's light it up! Shower me with...
One with nature. As one with wind and cloud.
And that's not to mention,
How dare you!
Dehya has even the smallest hint of melanin,
You asked for it.
which means automatically she has to be bad. Like, you know, like, none of the cracked characters were any of the remotely dark-skinned ones.
Let's light it up! Teamwork is
Which
dreamwork!
was really disappointing to see. Like, I thought Cyno was pretty good, right? But apparently his damage output was, like, really fucky. Which was unfortunate. Because Cyno's really fucking cool! And it was really disheartening to see how MiHoYo was treating characters. Because, like, you get to Fontaine, and now every character is cracked. Like, regardless, I'll stop rambling about that now. That's not the point. Point is, I really liked Dehya. I got her in a couple wishes, and it was pretty fucking awesome.
Let's get it on!
And so, because of all those factors, she ended up being one of my favorites.
Let's light it up! Strike a pop!
Into the wind.
Regardless of her objectively poor
Let the world collide!
damage output. And I do mean that. Like, you can do any sort of math in comparison. Like, any role Dehya can fulfill, there's another Pyro character that does it so much better. Either in sheer numbers or just reliability in terms of, like, cooldown or, like, the way things are handled. Like, the way... So, this is Dehya's ultimate ability, right? She does a bunch of punches in a row. That's pretty cool.
You ain't messing around! Hi!
The way the ultimate is designed means that because it is not a normal or charged attack, it doesn't, like, Xingqiu and Yelan, their things are like, you know, activate a Hydro thing whenever you do a normal attack. Because Dehya's attacks in her burst are not normal attacks, she does not trigger their bursts. Which is the most frustrating thing, personally.
One with nature. Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Like, fucking really?
Teamwork is true! You're dead meat! Let's get it on!
Anyway, sorry, I promised I'd stop yapping about
The wind knows me.
how they did my girl dirty,
Clouds high. The birds come.
and then I continued to yap. Please forgive me. Get some heals in. But as you can tell, Farina's also a character I really enjoy. Remine is my fucking GOAT. Before any of these characters came out, Razor was my go-to guy for a long while. And I built physical on him. Once again, MiHoYo hates me. But there's a lot of characters I like, point being. But just to pick a favorite, I'm going to say I'll pick Dea. And that's my way too long-winded answer for the question of the day. Do I still have a limit of 5? Yeah. But yeah, so I'll continue my story of my experiences with Genshin for funsies. Day it came out, the Sumeru story was like finished, and I'm like, okay, I'll do this, and it was really fucking cool. I liked it a lot. I was very excited for what came next, and you know, I think they did a pretty decent job at delivering. And so, you know, I played for a good while. Once again, started getting burnt out by the end of it. Fontaine trailers dropped. I was hyped as hell, dude. Like, Fontaine was the most hyped I've ever been for a Genshin update.
Let's get it on.
And goddamn, they delivered. It was a fun region to explore. The story was really fucking intriguing. Like, it was just so good. And then 4.1, 4.2, those dropped. The bangers just kept coming. It is by far my favorite Genshin chapter.
Clouds high, the birds call.
Let my name echo in song. Everybody stand back.
Let's get a little healing while I'm here. So, Fontaine was really cool, but after Fontaine was done, I was like, it's gonna be a long time before Natlan comes out. I gotta pace myself. So I stopped playing for a bit, at least not super regularly. Damn, where's my fucking energy?
Let's light it up.
Okay, fine, be that way. Jesus.
Buckle up. Strike a pop.
As one with wind and cloud.
Time to shine.
Everybody stand. Gloves off.
Roughing it. Now, Natlan came out, the trailer came out, I should say. I was not interested. This may be because in my time off from Genshin, I played many a JRPG, and a lot of them had tournament arcs. And frankly, I was kind of tired of tournament shit. And of course, that is exactly what Natlan, in its entire, like, first bit, focused on.
You ain't messing around. Let's get it on.
It wasn't too bad of an arc.
Into the wind.
It was different. Fontaine felt very new. Natlan didn't feel very unique in its vibe. It definitely has its own distinct feel to it, but that feel is being non-distinct.
As one with wind and cloud.
Let the world collide. Everybody stand back. You asked for it.
Like, the entirety of Natlan is just that arc. The middle part, where things kind of start to peter out a little bit, you know, we're working up to a... Natlan suffers because of its place in the overall story as well. Sorry. Because Fontaine was insane, both standalone and to the overall story. Natlan had its moments. They were either cut way too short, or just completely squandered. Specifically some of the latter areas, which I don't know if I want to say. It's... What are we at? 5.4? 5.5? What's the current version? I think 5.5 just came out. Version highlights, that's what I want. .5, yep.
We mercs have one simple...
And I don't mean to keep dogging on Natlan, but... I don't know, the characters didn't... I just wasn't drawn in. And it frustrated me, because I wanted to be. I wanted to be blown away, like, with...
Not at all. And I've asked pretty much
Fontaine.
everyone in the court of Fontaine already.
I'll let them
Lynette's
take it from
drooped
here.
As soon as she heard that we'd have to be
I'll
out
stop
and
yapping.
about for days on end. And Fremine, he hid
Fremy!
himself under his helmet as soon as he realized there'd be people around that he didn't know.
No! Poor
What about
Fremy.
Jory and Charlotte? I feel like both of them would be more than up to it.
I've asked them already, but they're both pretty busy right now. I just gave the members of the Spina a few days off, too, so I don't want to bother them either.
This is getting pretty difficult.
Navia, Claran, what's up?
Oh my. Well, if it isn't my dear partners, how are you all doing?
Huh. Navia?
Huh? Oh, you mean...
Yep, this is our chance.
Oh boy.
Do you need our help with something?
Oh, precisely. My dear partners, we've got a huge problem right now that only you can solve.
Whoa, for real?
Absolutely. We've already exhausted all our other options.
Traveler, Paimon, would you join us and play Marechaussee Hunter Judgment Day?
Frybrow?
Marechaussee what now?
Board game? Perhaps?
It's a new game script by the Tabletop Troupe, a local roleplay adventure club.
Ever heard of the Tabletop Troupe? They put out games that allow you to participate in a story and roleplay
Y'all.
characters with
Okay,
your
the
friends.
Tabletop Troupe is
Oh,
the
I've loved
best
their
thing that has
stuff
ever
ever since
happened
I
to
was a
Genshin
kid.
events. On God.
That sounds super interesting.
Clorand and I are both veteran members of the club. Recently, someone came up with a new script and was looking for people to help playtest it for them.
I really
And when
hope
they asked,
that,
of course I couldn't
like,
refuse.
canonically,
I mean, come on.
the Tabletop
A brand
Troupe,
new
like,
script?
anything
Nobody has
returning
ever played
usually
it
has a couple
before.
tweaks because they, you know,
Generally
both.
speaking, scripts at that level of development have a lot of issues, but I think this one is pretty solid. The author obviously put
Like,
a lot of work into the story.
You know, they're
and the
game
world
devs
building is
in the
also
world,
quite credible.
too.
Whoa. I know I was the one that handed you the script. but
So the
some of us
feedback
haven't
you
read it
provide, like, they actually
No
take into account and then, you know, put it out with the when the next
Anyway,
event in the
script
next year
calls for a
rolls
team of
out.
4. Ah, yes.
So, you're saying you'll help us out?
Paimon and the Traveler are kind of a package deal. Is that okay?
That's not a problem. I'll adjust the pace based on the actual number of players and ensure that everyone has a good time.
Well, Traveler,
Florin's the
wanna
DM.
play? Paimon will follow your lead.
Well, that solves our problem. You have our thanks.
But I really, really hope
I'll go grab
Genshin
the
starts,
script manager from the club
like,
right away.
bringing legacy
The
content.
script manager? Didn't you just say that you gave Clorand the script?
The club introduced a completely new kind of gameplay for the script. In this iteration, the Game Master's version of the script is incomplete. The script manager provides the next part of the script only after players have completed the current list of objectives. On top of that, in order to increase player immersion, the club has created some of the story's sets and scenes in real life. We'll only know where
Yeah,
we
that's
should
fun.
go once the script manager reveals the starting location.
Wow, you're right. Whoever wrote this script really did put in a lot of work.
And it's got a real healthy amount of suspense, right? I mean, even the GM doesn't know how the story will end.
I look forward to experiencing it with you all.
Why don't you go meet up with the others first? They should all be waiting at Chioria Boutique. I'll come over with the script manager as soon as I find them.
Sounds good. Remember to always watch where you're going, and don't rush.
You say that like I'm 6 years old or something. Let me think. What kind of character should I play this time?
I just hope you'll pick up some useful skills this time. Oh, and stop trying to persuade every animal
Oh
you
my
come
god,
across.
Navi is one of those players. That's so funny. Bumping up these motherfuckers in my personal ratings for being tabletop enthusiasts. Maybe not enthusiasts, but they play.
There's another event going on at the Court of Fontaine. Look at that. Roadside signs.
Oh, let me avoid that. Alright, which one? Navia's boat. Nope. Fashion Festival. Turn to Sumeru. Silent Night. I think that's the one.
Ooh, why don't we go check out some of the shop?
How is my boy doing? I far past him. Okay. Not bad, not bad. I will need to fight the Guardian of Pep's Oasis. Now, I don't know much about what the community thinks on this boss, but I kind of like it. It can be a little frustrating at times, just especially in its second phase.
Let's get it on.
Which, that's probably a pretty common opinion.
Clouds high. The birds.
Lightning, echo, and song. Teamwork is dreamwork. Gloves off.
Alright, let's fuck him up. Where's he going? Where's he going? Where's he going?
Buckle up. Ha! Let's light it up. Shower new thing.
Stay focused. One with nature. Fallen leaves. Adorn my.
Everybody stand.
The wind knows me.
Come on.
Into the wind.
Alright. Very nice. We got a full set of bursts ready.
Let's get it on.
Wind strike. One with wind and cloud.
Let the world collide. I'm going in. You're dead meat. Look alive.
I will say that the team I have here isn't particularly super conducive to what I got going on here. It's because, I mean, I need Bennett's buff, which means I'm kind of in circle impact here. But they kind of spawn outside the circle very regularly.
Into the wind. One with wind and cloud.
Time to shine. I'm going in. Hi. You asked for it.
Oh, Dea, please!
Buckle up. Shower me with praise.
Okay, we're good. Got our cutscene. I won't skip just because I'm feeling in a fruity mood here. Plus, it's been a while since I've watched it, so...
Look alive. Hi. Yoo-hoo.
Fallen leaves.
Alright.
Let the world collide. Teamwork is
Uh-oh.
dreamwork. Gloves off.
Oopsie. That's not good.
The wind knows me. Never again.
Oh, this is not good. Chat, we're roughing it. I have not used food in a long time in this game. Holy shit.
Let's light it up. This is trouble. Let's get it on. Adventure time. Everybody stand back. Time to shine.
God damn it. Where? Just in time.
Let's light it up. I'm going in. Buckle up. Hi. Shower me with praise.
Okay, we're all good. That was rough. Oh, perfect! That is exactly what I need. Okay. A defense circlet. HP percent 5.3, flat attack 18, crit rate 3.5, flat defense 19. And then Gladiator Flower, attack percent 5.8, defense percent 5.8, energy recharge 5.8, holy shit, and flat attack 19. That's funny. I wonder if I'll have to farm too much for the enemy materials there. I don't know how many I have offhand. What am I doing? Oh yeah. Where is it? I don't remember which one it is. It's this one. Yikes. I will, in fact, definitely need to farm this. How about these? Damn! Alright, we'll keep a little bit there. I'm just gonna craft all of these. Fuck it. Hell yeah. Alright, now it is time to go beat up innocent sea creatures. This shit is so ass. I feel so bad. Like, they're just having a grand old time here. And I just fucking murder, slaughter even. Remy would not stand for this. Okay, here's something really funny. As you can see, at certain angles, Bennett gets that little water sensor. That is, you know, meant to do what you think it does. But it's really funny because it's fair, like, unless you're like at this angle where like the feet kind of cover it up and it blends in with all the noise, like any other time it's like, oh my god, what the fuck is that? It can be jarring, which is really funny. Like, they don't do that for anything else. They don't do that for, like, the gliding. Just swimming. Not sure why that. Not even, like, the climbing. Damn, I'm getting really bad luck here. Normally, I at least would have gotten 1 green. I don't think these guys... Oh, they do. Damn, Xena got a blue. That works for me. Got some crabs. Oh, and there's the big crab there. Ah, shit. Gonna need to grab that. So we just kind of play ping pong with this guy. And bam. Damn! I forgot those things drop a lot. What do I have marked here? It's not the condescence crystals. Is there like a puzzle? There's a pillar here. Is there something here? Okay, here's one of the really cool things Fontaine characters can do. Yippee! I like that a lot. Okay. I see some rays over there. Oh, a couple more down here too. Oh shit, that's right, I left the water. I need to reacquire a power. Very nice. Kill these guys too. Why do they make us fucking bully sea life? Feels wrong. Like, there's no other... There aren't any enemies that, like, just drop this naturally. That are, like... That, like, aggro you. Some of them do aggro you. But, like... Most of them are just chilling underwater. So if you need a lot, for like, example, trying to triple crown Fremine, then you just have to commit an entire genocide on Fontaine's sea life. There we go. I should admit something to you all. I recently purchased I'm blanking on the brand. I think it was Versus Books. I bought a Nintendo 64 Majora's Mask strategy guide because I thought it would be fun. I'm playing through Majora's Mask right now. Not on stream, because fuck, I just bitch the whole time. Like I do with that one. Like I did with Mario 64. But yeah, I'm going through Majora's Mask right now, and fuck, it's something sometimes. Sometimes because, you know, I'm coming back after like a week and I've completely forgotten everything. But I think it would be pretty fun to have a little guide. I hope I can find my Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire guide. I don't know if I got rid of it. I don't think I did, because I'm pretty sure I still have the Pokédex for Gen 6. Updated with all the new megas and shit. But I know that the strategy guide was a separate book. And I don't know if I have that anymore. Because I don't remember seeing it on my shelf. I don't know if it's, like, locked away in a storage box. Which, if it is, it's in my room somewhere. Because we don't have a basement anymore for things to get lost to time. But I actually recently got a little storage thing for my vast amount of plushies. It's like a little thing you mount on the corner of the wall, and it's got ropes to, you know, keep them locked in there. And it doesn't fit all of my plushes still. So, I gotta get a new one of those. But, because that is now set up, I was able to make some progress on unpacking the large amount of boxes that still remain unopened in my room, despite the fact that I've technically been moved in for like 3-4 months now. Hopefully, I'm able to seize the moment when a time arrives where I'm like, I should unpack this box or whatever. Just grab a box, take a look at the shit in it, and yeah. Because a lot of the stuff that remains is just miscellaneous. And I don't remember what's in all the miscellaneous because there's a lot of shit in the miscellaneous. One of those being my 3DS, which I really want to unpack because I want to play Fantasy Life, and I want to play Devil Summoners. I should probably play the original, not Devil Summoners, Soul Hackers, which, I mean, technically it is Devil Summoners. But I want to play through the original Devil Summoners as well. And I want to play Soul Hackers because Soul Hackers 2 is on the PlayStation. And then the Raido remaster got announced a few days ago. And I'm pretty hyped for that. I didn't think Atlas remembered the Raido games existed. I say this as if I'm a longtime fan of the Raido games. I've never played them. Like, I started playing the Devil Summoners... I started playing the Devil Summoners subset of the Shin Megami Tensei series, like, a couple years ago, and I got through the first dungeon of Soul Hackers 1. That's as far as I progressed. Ah, shit. But I've been making a lot better of progress in terms of, like, completing video games, and I'm kind of excited about that. Partially because I've got a much more regular streaming schedule now. Like, previously, it was like, okay, well, I'll just stream whatever I haven't streamed in, like, last, whenever I can. And I had a lot of shit to do, and I had a lot of just general, like, life shit. So my schedule was ultimately when I felt like it. And unfortunately, when I felt like it doesn't always, even if I do feel like it, it didn't mean I would stream. But now I'm streaming like every day. And I've already beat a good few games. Like, fucking... What was the one... Like, Hypnospace Outlaw. I've been sitting on that game for years. I had a friend recommend it to me a couple years back. And I'm like, oh yeah, I have that. I should play that. Never did. Fucking Koke said, oh man, I love Hypnospace. You should play it. And I'm like, you're right, I should. A year later. But then I finally did. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna finally fucking stream Hypnospace Outlaw. Do you want, would you be available if I did that on, like, Mondays? Is that a good day that works for you, Koke? And it was, and I knocked out Hypnospace Outlaw, and it was a worthwhile experience. Like, damn, I've been sitting on that for years. I've been missing out, dog. And honestly, despite... I've been feeling I haven't been as productive as I can. Partially because a lot of what I value as productivity is not in terms of my hobbies. I.e., completing video games. But, I mean, my hobbies are a really big part of my life. And the fact that I am completing video games a lot more regularly now, like, that's huge! I'd still be sitting on fucking... I don't know. Fucking... Ys, for instance. That's a... You know, one of Nihon Falcom's IPs. And I was like, oh, this looks cool. Fun little action RPG. I should play this. It's got a good chunk of entries. And I'm like, okay, starts on this one on like a PSP. Okay, I can do that. Sat on it for a long time. I mean, I got pretty far. They're short games. Not like short. Not like, well, maybe one-shot short. I don't remember how long one-shot was anymore. But, you know, then I got as far as I did. I got to the guy in the vampire guy in the mines. If anybody's played East 1, you know what I'm talking about. And I was like, wow, I can't do any damage. I gotta backtrack and find all this gear. I don't want to do that right now. I put it off for like a year or two. Came back to it, knocked the rest of the game out in 2 days. If that. And it was really cool. It was awesome. It felt good. Even if the final boss was a fucking bitch. Like, genuinely, I think I had a worse time with the final boss than I did with the fucking vampire guy. The vampire guy, it felt good when I did it, because, like, yes, I was able to, you know, manage the pattern well and dodge attacks. It was awesome. And then when I beat the final boss, it was like, fucking finally, this goddamn jackass finally let me hit him. Without trapping me. Fuck you, Dark Fact. Fucking Dark Fact. Imagine naming your antagonist that. What? So weird. Is that a fucking Sealy? Oh shit. I've angered the goober. I've angered the goobers! Fuck 'em. Yeah! Okay, where'd that Sealy go? Was around there. That's not it. Did it come around here? Is it down here? Where the fuck did it go? Oh wait. There it is. Excellent. Exquisite, even. Ho ho ho, guffaw. Yeah, I've been a lot more productive in actually beating video games. And frankly, I've been pretty productive just in general as well, honestly. What the hell is that? Despite my thoughts, I mean, I've committed to doing like a daily journal. I've been kind of slacking on this lately, but I've been trying to do a regular, like, exercise, which is Beat Saber. But still, I mean, that shit takes it out of me. sweating up a fucking storm. Which, frankly, I'm convinced that we've got hyperhidrosis on my dad's side. Because that whole side is just sweat. And like I don't think it's a natural amount. I'm gonna be real. But yeah, I've been doing Beat Saber pretty regularly. I should, hopefully soon, have the Platinum for the PS5 version. I got the Platinum for the PS4 version way back when. Alright, somebody hit me. Thanks. Gonna do it. Come on, you can do it. Nice. What else? I mean, I just unpacked a bunch of boxes. My room has stayed pretty clean. It's been a nice change of pace this year. Despite the overall world being a shitstorm, on a personal level, it's been going a lot better than it used to. And I am really happy with that. Now, right now, what did I just beat? I just beat Yakuza. I completed... Well, I platinumed Pirate Yakuza. I didn't actually do the completion list, which I want to go back and do, because Yakuza Pirates is a really fucking fun game. And I think it deserves to have its completion list done. Even if I gotta do fucking Mahjong. I don't want to do Mahjong, though. But I'll do it. I'll do it if I must. I don't think, Gaiden had you do its completion list either. So I'll probably want to go back and do that too, because Gaiden was also pretty enjoyable. I think I like Pirates more, surprisingly. But after I did that, I've been in a little bit of a... I don't know, a game hole? Like, all I can think of is that one shit, like, a random shit-ass commercial. It's like, oh no, you finished your favorite show, now you're in a show hole. I don't even know if it was a streaming service advertisement for, like, Hulu or Netflix or something, or if it was, like, a fucking... food. Like, with the power of Ruffles, all these... you have newfound invigoration to watch everything all over again, or some bullshit. I don't even remember anymore. But point is, I've been in a bit of a quote-unquote game hole. I don't have any strong feelings to play something either way. I might maybe do Toho Genso Wanderer? But I gotta get that all hooked up to the Vita and shit, so that's been a bit of a drawback in terms of motivation. But I should be able to sync the files over relatively soon. I need the manta ray for this one. There we go. Surprised it let me do that in 2 shots. 3, technically, because I fucked up that one. Thought these were supposed to be, like... Gotta do it with the one shot. Maybe I should stream one shot sometime. I think that'd be fun. Oh yeah, I'm in this area now. Oh, where'd that crystal flag go? There. Am I missing one? Oh, okay. Nice. Blow up some crabs. A crab. A crab. Honestly, I surprisingly enjoy aquatic exploration. I like it a lot more than I thought. Like, on paper, the concept of, like, pirate, or, you know, having to do a bunch of, like, underwater exploration, it doesn't, like, immediately appeal to me. But pirates fucking hooked me. I really enjoy Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which, I mean, everybody does. I really enjoy Fontaine. But, like, everybody really likes Subnautica. I struggle a bit, which, granted, is because it's a survival game. I'm really not good with survival games. So that, and, like, the fact that I only played a little bit of Wind Waker, like, I just kind of assumed that, like, oh, it's not for me. But here I am now. What is the goal here? Huh. So that brings them down. That pushes them up. I probably need the crab here. Okay, okay. Ha. It's been a while since I did one of those. I'm doing good on those xenochromatic crystals. I should check now, matter of fact. What have I got? $12.33 and $1.17. That's what I like to see. Let's do it. Hell yeah! I should be able to craft some. See, how much can I craft? Ideally 9, at least. Let's get just all of these, because I'm gonna need some more. All of those. Alright, we can definitely... Oh, yes! Oh, there it is! Oh, but I need more Mora. Shit! I forget how fast Mora can get sucked up in this game. Huh. I don't remember world level 9 being a thing. I was just... Funnily enough, I was just about to say... I really wish there were an increase in... how much Mora you could get at once for, like, farming shit. Because, look, everybody knows this, but Genshin struggles with its rewards. Like, play Star Rail once. It will be rough to go back to Genshin. Alright, y'all motherfuckers, get in here. Oh, you're just gonna cannon? Okay. I see how it is.
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
Let my name echo in song! Everybody stand! You asked for it! Shower me with praise!
Finish him! That's what I like to see. I I should have crafted a condensed resin. That's my bad. Let's see. 6,000. You know what? No, we're just gonna use one of these. And we're gonna go fuck shit up. 3 more ley line encounters. Just with base resin.
The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds call.
Let the world
Nice
come
angle.
alive. Teamwork is dreamwork. Gloves off. Look alive. Ha. Ha.
As one with wind and cloud.
Let my name echo in song.
That's 1. Got 2 incoming here. I can't believe I'm gonna triple crown Fremy this stream, dog.
Let's get it on.
You're open.
Strike at them.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Time to shine. Everybody stand back. You asked for it.
Why are they all the way over here? What the hell? Jackasses.
Let's light it up.
Picked the wrong test subject.
That's 2. And lastly...
Look alive. Ha.
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
Let the world come alive. I'm going in. Gloves off.
Wow. Yeah. That ought to do it. Yeah, just fuck those crabs, I guess. Damn. All right. And with that, we have enough Mora to give my boy the treatment he deserves. Welcome to the Triple Crown Club, Fremy. Proud of you. Look at that, that's beautiful. Oh, right. And with that, how many do I have? I have Razor triple crowned. Got Fremy now. I triple crowned Aloy! That's right! I forgot about that. And I got Dea. Dea, Aloy, Fremy, and Razor. Not too shabby. Maybe I should do Kuki next. Or Venti. Kazuha, maybe? Farina. That's actually not a bad idea. I don't know if I'd triple crown her. Maybe just double. It's because, I mean, normal attack, really. Alright. I'm gonna cap it here. Thank y'all for popping on. I appreciate it a lot. Tomorrow, Fire Emblem. We're almost done. Should be, if I'm keeping at a good pace, I am. Should be 2 streams. But I have a feeling one of these chapters is probably going to be a bit longer than the other, so it might be a few. Bear with me. But before April is done, Fire Emblem will be finished, and it's going to be sick. Day after tomorrow, Wednesday, will be more Metroid Prime, then Xenoblade, followed by Omori and Persona 1, and Emerald. And then, well, somewhere in the mix there, may be replaced with Dream Barbecue. Probably one of the weekend ones. Maybe Friday. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, thank y'all for popping on. I appreciate it a lot. I hope y'all have a good one. Bye!